Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my July update in my Pan Those Eyeshadows Project Pan. I know this video is late and you keep hearing me say that pretty much with every video, and I'm very sorry that I've been so inconsistent this summer with filming. We've just had a crazy summer. We just got back from our 5th trip since May. So we've been traveling a lot and work has also been very busy for me. There's been some really exciting stuff going on with work, which is awesome. It's been actually really fun. But with that, it's just been busy, and finding time to film with a toddler and all of that going on, it's just honestly, I've put it on the back burner. So I apologize, because I hope all of you know how much I love this channel, how much I love interacting with all of you. I haven't responded to comments in forever, and that makes me upset. So I really want to do that too. So just know that I am not actually trying to be flaky or inconsistent. It's just unfortunately the way that my life is rolling out right now. But no, nothing bad is happening. It's just I've been really busy, and this is just for fun. So sometimes it gets put on the back burner. So I apologize for that, but I still have been wearing makeup occasionally. I will say, on pretty much every trip that I've gone on, I may have put makeup on one time. So that definitely plays a part in me not making as much progress as I want to. And then I only go into the office 3 days a week. Monday and Friday I work from home. And so when I'm in the office, I wear makeup, but Mondays and Fridays I tend not to. So anywho, my husband took my son to the grocery store right now. So I was like, okay, I have an hour to get something filmed. So I quickly threw on some makeup, just put my hair back in a clip because she wasn't cute otherwise. And I am going to film my update to my Pan Those Eyeshadows. Unfortunately, we do not have a new roll-in this month, which, I kind of expected, but I still feel like we're making good progress across the board. Even though some of these numbers are lower than I'd like, I feel like when you actually look at the close-ups of the eyeshadow, on a couple of them, we're getting closer. I'm excited no matter what, and I'm hoping that maybe next month we can hit a pan or get at least very close. Okay, so this is me coming in at the end of this video because I realized two things. One, I didn't run through my numbers, which I always do. So obviously out of practice with filming. And two, I didn't explain how this project works, which I like to do just in case someone new is watching. So real quickly, for how the project works is I randomly selected 5 different eyeshadows to work on at the beginning of this year, and I am working on those until I either hit 20 uses and I decide I'm never gonna hit pan and I wanna roll it out, which I did do with one eyeshadow this year. It was a black shade and I just was I'm never gonna hit pan on it. Or I roll it out because I hit pan on it, which has been the majority of the eyeshadows that have rolled out this year. I have all my eyeshadows on a spreadsheet, randomly select a new one to start working on. So in terms of numbers, I have 212 eyeshadows in my collection. 14 of those are single shadows. 198 of them are across 11 different palettes. And I have 25 pans total in my collection, which leaves my pan percentage at 11.79%, which is where it was last month. So no changes on the numbers, but I do like to share those in this video just in case you're curious and to see kind of how they fluctuate from month to month. So hopefully that pan percentage will go up next month, but we will see. But that, I just wanted to jump in and share that. I will flip you back to the rest of the video now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the newest eyeshadow that I rolled in. So this comes from my Il Makiage Kathleen Lights palette, Disco Fox palette, and it is the shade Dream On. This purple shade right here, and I used this 6 times this month. So this is actually one of my most used shadows this month. I was so thrilled to have it come into this project. It is just such a pretty shade, and I mean the whole palette is really gorgeous. I just love Kathleen Lights, and this palette is really one that when she presented it to us, was hey, this is every possible shade that I could ever need, and I really do enjoy it. And it's been fun having it in this project because when I traveled, I actually just took this palette with me. So the one time I did wear makeup, I was pulling from this palette. So it's just been really fun, and I am excited to see some progress on the shade. They're pretty tightly packed. After 6 uses, you can't really tell. So I don't know when I'm ever gonna see like real progress, but it's okay because I love using it. I wasn't gonna wear it today and then I popped it on a little bit because I love the shade that much. Next shadow to talk about is my Makeup Geek Bitten eyeshadow. I used this 3 times this month, so not as much as I would like, but again, I still feel like we're seeing pretty good progress on this shadow nonetheless. So here's the swatch, and then when you actually see the close-up, you'll see that I think I have a pretty decent dip going in this. There was one there to start, but it just continues to grow. I'm wearing this today in my outer corner and then also on my lower lash line, so trying to find different ways to use it, and I do really enjoy this shadow. It's super easy to work with. I feel like swatching it is kind of hard, but then when I put it on my eyes, like it applies great with a brush and I have no issues. So it's been fun to work with. It's definitely like one of like the very oldest eyeshadows in my collection. So I'll be happy to hit pan on it. As you all know, I finished my Makeup Geek Creme Brulee eyeshadow earlier. It was either this month or last month, I don't know, all the days are blending together, and I bought this at the same time that I bought that eyeshadow, so I will definitely be happy to have hit pan on this, especially because I finished that one, and these are, you know, both pretty old, but it's performing well, so I have no problem keeping it in this project. And while I'm not thrilled with 3 uses, I only got 3 uses on a couple other eyeshadows, but again, I feel like I'm seeing progress in like the dips anyways, so I'm not like woohoo about the number, but I am still excited about the progress that we're making with the actual eyeshadows. So considering I haven't been wearing a ton of makeup, I'm happy that I'm even getting like any usage on some of these. So let's talk about the other 2 that have 3 uses. The first one comes from my Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and it is this purple shade called Good Place. I have worn this, I think once all over my lid, possibly, but then the other 2 times I wore it with Dream On. So I put with Dream On more so in my inner corner and then put Good Place in my outer corner, and I just loved how that looked. I thought it was such a pretty look. I definitely want to wear that more over the next month or so, but I feel like there is a pretty solid dip going in here, and then there's just like a little like crevice that is even deeper, and so I'm hoping that we can just continue to make progress there and we will see pan sooner rather than later. It's been slow going. Obviously, it's the end of July and I rolled this one at the beginning of this project, same with the next one that I'm gonna talk about. But to be honest, like I wasn't sure if I was ever gonna hit pan on these, and I feel like I'm definitely going to. By the end of this year, I have no question that I'm going to hit pan on both this one and then this shade, which comes from my Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 1 palette. So this is the shade Diva. Again, I only use this shade 3 times, but I feel like the dip in this is just getting deeper and deeper, and I think if I can continue using it how I have, which I've worn it all over my lid 3 times, so that definitely takes more product than just using it as like a liner or even like just using it in like the outer corner or something. So I think if I can use it like that probably more than a few more times, but over the next few months, how's that we can hit pan on it. I just feel like the dip keeps getting deeper and deeper, and then when I look at it, I'm like, maybe it's not, but I think you'll be able to tell in the close-ups that we are slowly making progress there, which I'm excited. And to be honest, just like looking at this color story, it's so pretty. Like I love all of these shades. Like I'm not upset that we're not rolling one out because they're just all so pretty, especially seeing them all together. I love it. Last one, which is my most used, which once you guys see this shade, if you remember, you won't be surprised. So this comes from my So Jaded Kathleen Lights collab with ColourPop, and it is the shade right here called Geodude. I used this 10 times, so I used it pretty much every time, I think. If not every time, close to every time that I put on eyeshadow this month. So there you go. I only used eyeshadow like 10-ish times, but I just use that as my crease shade. It's just such an easy shade to pull into the crease. This one is different than the other ones because I feel like you can't really tell there's a ton of progress here. I've used this quite a few times since it's been rolled into the project, but to be honest, like these are so tightly packed that it's really hard to see progress. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm happy that I'm using it. There's definitely a little dip going right there, and it's been really easy to use because it is a crease shade, but it's definitely not one that I'm gonna hit pan on like that, like some other crease shades tend to be, because they're like super powdery. Like these shades, you're getting bang for your buck because they are so tightly packed. That is my quintet. It is remaining the same because I have not hit pan on any of these, but like I said, I am proud of the progress that I've made, and I really do just love this color story. I think it's so pretty and have been enjoying working with it. And honestly, all our travels are over, so hopefully that means that I will have some more time to dedicate to wearing makeup and filming, and hopefully I'll be able to make some more progress on these shades over the next month or so. So excited to see where I end up at my next update. So with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe, and I'll talk to you in my next video.